As I mentioned in my previous video about the downfall of LEGO Star Wars, investing and reselling are huge factors that led to this. So, let's break it down. But before we accuse it of anything, what really is LEGO investing and reselling? In the past few years, even decades, LEGO has become a goldmine for investors. What these people usually do is analyze the investing potential of a set after its retirement so they can sell it for a profit. Basically, if they find a good set with potential, they buy it either on a discount or right before it retires and they keep it sealed. If the set does well after retirement and becomes sought after, this is where aftermarket prices skyrocket. This is when they sell the item to maximize profit and multiply their money. There is also another form of this phenomenon, scalping. This is a more aggressive and extreme tactic, as scalpers buy the whole stock of a product so no one can get it at retail price for a while. When fans realize their favorite set is out of stock, they rush into the secondary market. On platforms like eBay, Bricklink, and many others, scalpers sell their sets for a much higher price. Then, consumers who are unable to get the sets at retail and too impatient to wait for a restock, purchase the items for a premium. In my opinion, besides being annoying, this is also unethical, as they take advantage of fans. However, we should seriously talk about the consumers, especially the adult hardcore collectors. I don't hate adults or collectors for doing what they love. I also love collecting LEGO, but sometimes things get out of hand. Personally, I wouldn't pay double or triple the price of a set just to get it earlier when it's unavailable. I also don't hate investors or those who sell on the aftermarket. I sometimes buy retired sets or figures I want, and I also sell ones I don't think fit my collection anymore. However, scalping, charging absurd prices, and taking advantage of fans isn't the right way, in my opinion. But not every investor and reseller is a fan of LEGO, and that is another issue entirely. The introduction of more people to the hobby is usually a good thing, but not in this situation. More and more people are now getting into LEGO just to make money. They aren't fans or passionate collectors. They are people who want to guide the market, the fan base, and the prices. This is a real problem. These are people who aren't interested in the hobby, yet their actions affect the real fans. Through pricing, the fear of missing out, and other tactics, they manipulate and control the market. I'm not saying don't buy anything from the secondary market, but be careful how you use your money and which people you support. At the end of the day, it's not my business what you do, so just be responsible. You may ask how this is killing LEGO. Well, let me tell you. When LEGO sees these crazy aftermarket prices, they realize they can do exactly what the resellers do: raise their prices and charge insane amounts. The results are clear, as we've seen over the past few months with LEGO Star Wars experiencing price increases alongside a decrease in quality. We analyzed that in the last video, so I won't go too deep into it, but this strategy is being deployed in other themes too. Like the latest Ninjago installment, the X1 Ninja Charger. Objectively, this is a bad set, and a $90 price tag is just not it. I hope this ends soon. I don't want to see more themes destroyed. LEGO knows there will always be people willing to buy their overpriced sets, so they proceed anyway. This became even more apparent after LEGO purchased Bricklink. They seem to care even less now, as they can use the world's biggest aftermarket platform to help guide the market themselves. This whole perspective actually came to mind because of an awesome comment I saw on my LEGO Star Wars downfall video, so a huge shout out to that guy. What I'm trying to say is that I know how the market works, and I respect everyone making money out of it, as long as they aren't being greedy or unethical. I've got to say, though, I don't like the current state of things, and I think we should do something to change it. First of all, we need to think about what role we play in this. We are the consumers, right? Our money fuels both LEGO and the aftermarket. I suggest we start spending our money more smartly. I'm not saying stop buying from eBay or Bricklink entirely, but we shouldn't act like pawns. Buying a set today for double the price when you could get it for half that in a few weeks isn't a good look. It gives off the impression that you'll do anything for a piece of plastic. Also, we are currently seeing a massive rise in Ninjago minifigure prices. Lloyd DX is going for over $1,000 right now. What do you think about this? Would you buy one? I most certainly wouldn't. It's out of this world to me. We need to stop supporting scalpers and the people who take advantage of us. I'm not perfect either, but I try to be more restrained. Try doing this with some LEGO sets if you want to. I'm not suggesting an instant boycott, just a smart move. LEGO has tried to limit scalpers by adding a cap on how many sets you can buy, but I don't think it's that effective. Only we can help ourselves. As you may have understood by now, my main problem is simply scalping and greed. But what is your opinion on all of this? I hope I didn't offend anyone. That really wasn't my goal. As I stated earlier, I respect everyone who's making money out of this hobby, provided they also respect the community. I'm doing this to some extent myself, after all. Tell me, was I too emotional or harsh? Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thanks for watching.